Welcome Galactic family. What is my mission in this life? Question. Good morning. Thank you so much for opening this special space. Dear teachers, I am 38 years old, I have a comfortable life, a very happy marriage and wonderful children, but professionally I did not develop. I like my life as it is. I do not miss having a job, but this creates a nuisance, autocarbon that makes me peaceful. Actually I do not care much about making money. I have confidence that my livelihood will not lack, but I need to know what my job, my mission in this life. How can I and should I help people? Which path should I take in this direction? Answer. Daughter. Do not get absorbed by details. You are in the life you need. That is all. You need to understand that loving is enough to life. You do not have to follow the model you brought to you, you must have a profession. The most important thing is that you love and be loved by those who are by your side. It does not have to be the same as the others. Enjoy life as it is, without guilt, without charge, and give yourself the right to be happy. That is all. Be in peace. I am Saint Germain. What should I do to cure the pain that I feel, and even bruxism? Question. Greetings dear teachers. Gratitude for the teachings. I have a problem in the joint and jaw muscle and I do not know how to solve it. I have constant pains that spread throughout the region, especially on the left side. I have bruxism too, and that makes the pain worse in the morning. I started a dental treatment, but I feel worse. There is another type of treatment with another dentist that I went to, another line, but it is very expensive and seems irreversible. Should I try the latter? Look for some more? What else should I do to resolve these pains? And to solve bruxism? I've been doing this for a long time and nothing seems to work. Answer. Daughter. Bruxism is a consequence of his tension, his emotional state in which he is emotionally burdened by the problems and difficulties of all. It brings a lot of tension to your life, carrying unnecessary burdens for your happiness. To heal yourself from this evil, start breaking bonds, set healthy boundaries, look for nature, a light meal, have moments of meditation and relaxation, put yourself first and learn to be selfish. You need to learn to take care of yourself, not to overload yourself with the stresses of life. Look for alternative therapies with natural medicines that help relieve the tension you carry. Learn to cry and be true to your feelings, even if you have to say no. All this will help you relieve the tension of your days. But know daughter, who must now begin her healing, otherwise she will walk through the valleys of exhaustion that will bring much physical weariness to her days. All this is nothing more than your body helping to relieve itself to learn to live lightly. You have all the conditions to alleviate this tension. Anchor yourself in your courage and faith so that it breaks with everything that binds you. Be in peace. I'm Rowena. Why did I be abandoned by my parents? Question. Dear teachers, I seek wisdom for understanding and clarity in life. Much later, I learned that my biological father was another single daughter, in a strange family and living in a neighborhood/city where I never felt myself to be. I experienced different aspects every time. In the collective, I love working as a team and together with others, in the search for resolve, even in personal difficulties. Until 2016 I waited anxiously for the encounter with my biological father until his disincarnation in November. Despite the contrast experienced by me, where my maternal grandmother had mercy and welcomed me, and it was not easy at all regarding maternal irresponsibility, because it was someone who gave me life. It was not easy, but it was heartfelt forgiveness. As for my biological father from a desperate situation, only he could have literally freed me, but he did nothing. Even so, I cleaned up their beliefs, after cleaning mine, when I realized how much we were manipulated, when I read the letters of Christ, since 2012. I make this reference, you should know better than I do about all of this. To understand how do I know about the spiritual agreements my biological father made about me? Because not now, and as family brothers, I am not accepted, I am not recognized daughter, I do not know if he left something financially speaking. And, still in this painful context, if there is someone involved in another feeling as my motivation for unconditional love. By right I have argument, could take, request legal protection by age, anyway, did not want to, but you already know what I need to ask in the spiritual agreement that was made. Did this aspect of financial use enter into the collective good, which I would have the right to use? Previously I did not want anything, financially speaking, only to meet him, to know how his encounter happened and my mother, who had 2 children, my deceased brother, but nobody has 2 children if he does not love. Why did they never want to hear from me? But now, the focus is another. Answer. Daughter. There is nothing you need to work with other than your own emotions. You hold hurts and this leaves you stuck in the past, preventing you from moving on with your life. Work only on Ho'oponopono for 21 days, repeating daily each morning upon waking and every night before falling asleep. During the day, when any thought or remembrance will arise regarding all matters reported here in your message, repeat Ho'oponopono again until your heart is calm. If you are willing to be happy daughter, make this effort, for yourself. But understand that only your attitude of changing your thinking about your emotions is that it will bring the solution to all your problems, and no one can do it for you but yourself. Therefore, beloved daughter, take responsibility for your own life, and understand that you alone command it, just as you command what your heart feels, and that is why only you are capable of transforming it for the better. I am Ptia. Should I change or not country? Question. Dear Masters, for months I have been suffering to make an important decision in my life, if I change country or not. I know that the ideal answer should come from my heart, but I have tried everything to listen to it and I do not come to the answer at all. In the meantime, I meditated, consented, asked my guardian angels for help. When I decide to stay, or to go, I feel calm with the decision for only a few hours. I feel like I need a fresh start because I've been stuck in my life for a long time. But I am not sure if the country I have chosen is the ideal for this and if the conditions of my departure are the most correct. But staying in Brazil seems to me a path without light. This is the second time that I am almost to move abroad and it does not work. Will I spend the rest of my life stuck in Brazil, but with this feeling that my place is out of here? Every week I hear news of friends and acquaintances who have moved in and I wonder how they do it and I do not. Thank you guys. Gratitude. Answer. Daughter. How do you want a future to open to you if you are not sure that this path is what you are looking for? He knows that we are capable of materializing our reality, but for this we need only the certainty of the way forward. And when I say the certainty of the way, daughter, I am not telling you that you must be sure to move or not. But rather, you have to search within yourself for the fuel that drives you to want to change yourself and what moves you to want to stay in Brazil. You, to promote change in your life, must materialize the desire of the heart, so that the consequence manifests itself in perfect form so that your heart shines in light and fulfillment. But do you realize that whether or not to move from country to country is just the consequence? What is the fuel that generates this change in you? Focus your efforts on seeking within yourself, which would bring you full happiness, and then surrender to the universe and ask that you materialize the opportunities for that happiness to reach. And then just notice that life will bring you the perfect way and the doors will open. And I assure you, not always the doors that the universe opens to us are the same ones that we could conceive in our minds. For the universe works with the unlikely, with the immaterial, with the impossible, and materializes in our lives what is perfect to us, regardless of the conditions that matter presence. You will be surprised. Just trust. I'm Sarah Spade,